Good morning. So I wanted to do like a quick little maybe flip through of my blank 2019 Hobonichi before I start practicing it, so that if you've never seen one or you're curious about the 2019 editions, you would get like a little sneak peek of it. There are some differences from what I've seen, so I just wanted to be able to kind of highlight that. If you want to see what my 2018 flip through looked like before all the goodness went into it, that is uploaded on this page. But it's also getting about that time to prep it. And by that, I mean doing my tracker pages, maybe setting up this page that'll have predated things in it. I might go ahead and do a fitness calendar for January, write out my bills for a couple months, stuff like that. Another thing that I kind of did was stamp in a couple places. So like this is Christmas Day, so I stamped a Christmas tree just to kind of have it. Not that I don't have stickers or things that I could do, but it just kind of helped. One of my biggest fears going into Hobonichi was that I wasn't gonna have enough to write about some days, or I would kind of just need like a little shove or starter. And it's actually been more irritating sometimes to have that than not. I've learned how to work on a blank page pretty well, and enjoyed it. So I don't think I'm going to be doing the stamps to color in and things like that. It's just a little bit too much pressure. That's a poor choice of words, but it just creates an extra problem that I kind of have to work around that day if I just want to have a blank page journal. So I ordered my 2019 as soon as they were available Labor Day weekend. And I ordered like some goodies. I don't know that I posted an unboxing video precisely, but I think there's a picture on my Instagram. So this is really cute. It comes with this like little cartoon page, which is great. And I'll probably try to do something with that. Just kind of cute. I do the Hobonichi Techo Cousin editions. So, and it's an Avec. So that means I get 2 books. The reason you only see one blue book on my social media, on my YouTube, whatever, is because when I came into Hobonichi last year, we were already through this book, so I had to kind of wait to get started. I do recommend, if this is something that you want to do, that you kind of get on the gravy train and do both books, because it can be just as expensive to get the one book or hunt it down after the fact. So that's just my word to the wise. So I'm going to move this one off to the side. So first things first, we still have our calendars. Obviously, just the years are changing. We still have our tracker page and our forward page. Like I said, a lot of people use the first version as a tracker page and this as like a pre-date section, from what I've seen. At least that's what I use mine for. So we've still got pretty much the same format. I didn't even think about it, honestly, until yesterday that this page would exist, which was kind of sad, because it would have been great to have done the same thing that I did in that one, which was like write a little sentence a day. And because we're so far into the month now, since we're way down here, it would make a lot of sense for me to go back. So unfortunately, this guy will go into 2019 blank right there. So yeah, we've got our classic calendar pages. I'll have to kind of remember that this exists right here. It might be something that can sit on my desk and I'll fill in last minute. It's very strange to kind of have that extra month. It was a very good thing because it let me play in my Hobonichi earlier, and it would kind of drag it out a little bit too. I don't think my last one has it. Sorry, I'm going to kind of pop back and forth between them as well, just to kind of compare and contrast. It looks like the 2018 editions do have it, so this will have January in it, just as reference. So we're still kind of in the same boat. And then you go into your weekly spreads. I will probably use the new Hobonichi that week because it's official and I'll be excited to get into it, which will be kind of weird to like abandon it and leave it blank on that end a little bit. So those are generic. It's all of your weekly pages, and then you go into your daily pages. Oh, this one says turning the page to a new year, which is a little bit different. It says turning the page in the old ones. Oh, this is cool. I haven't noticed this. Okay, so first things first, new things that I'm noticing. So that's turning the page. And I've already started writing my resolutions really sloppy on the other side. This is what these pages look like now, where they have the lines on them, and they're so thick. They're like college rule on steroids. Like, it's awful because you go from like this tinier than college rule to huge lines. So I love that this is going to be blank. I wonder what the quotes say. I'm hoping that by next year we can have English versions of this. That would be fantastic. So then you go into your daily pages. This is so great having a blank page. That's going to be a blast. So we'll fast forward to the back. It looks like we still have, oh, this is kind of different. Okay, so bunches and bunches of graph paper now. Before it was like maybe this page and these 2 pages. It's like hardly anything back there to play on before it goes into its, sorry, that was a clip hitting the floor. Nothing really dramatic. This is how it ends in this book. So you get 1 graph page. And then your timetable. So having all this bonus will be great. I might make them like check-in pages of sorts, or I might do that on a monthly thing. I like that there's still a favorites page. I don't know what this says at all, so I don't know what I'm going to make it. It might be a good resolutions page, actually. Looks like some food stuff and doodles. Gifts. That page was there before. The addresses page was still there. And personal notes. The only thing that this does not have that I'm really upset about is the 100 thing, because I loved that. I'll show you what it looked like. I thought it would just be like a really cool thing to have, because as you cross things off, you would earn more space in a way. So like I only got up to like 26, but like I got to visit a friend of mine, so I got to check that off. So it would be cool to like have this consecutively. I might have to write one or make one in the back of the book. There's nothing wrong with that either. Overall, I don't think the changes are bad. Again, I would really like to see an English version. I'm curious enough to pop this little guy open and see in the back if anything really changed. Because I probably won't do 2 flip throughs. It may not be in the cards to do that. Yeah, it looks the same. So, yeah, lots of graph paper. Looks like a little bit less in this one. Pretty normal. Yeah. So they're structured the exact same way. Each book is. With minimal changes from last year, which can be expected. Again, would be really happy to see it come out in English. That would be swell, so we could all read it. But high hopes. I think that overall, Hobonichi has been my planner piece. I have only recently noticed a little bit of a hiccup if I'm pre-planning specifically money. like 6 months in advance. That's been a little tricky, and it's more of like doing it from a goal perspective. It could take up like a whole journal page, if not two. I did it once in that, which is great if you're behind on journaling, but if you're not, it's kind of a pain in the butt. So I did that in another book that I had, which was fine. It didn't really upset the balance of anything. From a paper crafting perspective, and just a memory keeping perspective, it's been really good. I've enjoyed it. I almost cry a little bit every time I go back through it, because it's such a great tool to remember, you know, maybe where you were 6 months ago or where you were a week ago. And it's a great way to brain dump and get through some struggles. So I would say overall, it's been one of the most beneficial planners that I have ever used. And I was a devout Happy Planner girl for a very long time and struggled through a lot with that. So this has been a godsend. So if you're looking for a really nice planner, I highly, highly suggest Hobonichi. I have nothing but good things to say about it. It's great if you're art inclined, or if you're kind of like that doodle, messy art journal, junk journal type as well. Overall, I'm going to keep it simple and keep it short. This is your little flip through of your 2019 blank planners before I start pre-planning, with little snippets of what 2018 looked like. I look forward to the end of the year so I can do a full flip through for you guys. And if you want to see what it looks like at a halfway point, that video is uploaded already. So thank you guys all for tuning in, and thank you all for subscribing if you do. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I'm happy to help with anything, and I hope you're all having a wonderful holiday season with your loved ones. Thank you so much.